1492, the year Christopher Columbus set sail for the New World, or so we're told. But what if I told you that centuries before Columbus, a different group of explorers, Muslim navigators, scholars, and traders had already reached the shores of the Americas? This isn't speculation, this is history. A history that was buried, forgotten, and, some believe, intentionally erased. Tonight, we uncover the lost story of the first Muslims in America. Centuries before Columbus, the Muslim world was at the peak of its golden age, dominating science, navigation, and trade. And among the greatest explorers of that time was the legendary Abu Bakr II, the ruler of the Mali Empire. According to historical accounts, Abu Bakr II was obsessed with what lay beyond the Atlantic Ocean. In 1311, he abdicated his throne and set sail with 2,000 ships, vowing to uncover the lands beyond the great waters. He was never seen again. But here's where things get interesting. Native American oral traditions, especially among the Mandinka and Algonquin tribes, speak of strange visitors who arrived by sea, dark-skinned sailors who carried golden spears and spoke an unfamiliar tongue. Could Abu Bakr II and his fleet have reached the Americas? And if so, what happened to them? For years, historians dismissed the idea of pre-Columbian Muslim presence in America as a myth, but then came the evidence. In the 1990s, explorers in the American Southwest discovered Arabic inscriptions etched into canyon walls, inscriptions that appear to be from the 10th and 11th centuries. Even more surprising? The Moorish influence in early Native American architecture and cultural symbols, crescent moons, geometric patterns, and even certain words that resemble Arabic. And then, we have the hidden Spanish records. Early Spanish explorers wrote about encountering black-skinned people living among Native American tribes. Who were they? Could they have been the descendants of African Muslim explorers? Even Christopher Columbus himself left behind strange clues. Columbus wrote that the native Taino people mentioned a group of bearded men who came before the Spanish, men who prayed facing the east. And here's where it gets even more mysterious. An old Islamic map drawn by Al-Idrisi in 1154 shows a landmass beyond the Atlantic Ocean, a landmass labeled as the Unknown Lands. Was this an early depiction of America? If Muslim explorers reached the Americas, there should be physical evidence, and there is. Gold coins from the Mali Empire have been discovered in Mexico and the Caribbean, places where they should not exist. And then, we have the astrolabes, ancient Muslim navigation tools, found in areas where no European explorers had been yet. Coincidence or proof? So why don't we hear about this in history books? Many researchers believe that the colonial powers of Europe intentionally erased pre-Columbian Muslim history. Why? Because acknowledging that Muslims and Africans reached America first would rewrite everything we thought we knew. Could it be that history, as we know it, has been carefully edited? For now, the story of the first Muslims in America remains a mystery, but as new evidence surfaces, one thing is certain: history is far more complex and far more fascinating than we were ever told. The past is waiting to be rediscovered.